bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, thank you for joining us. Chris Gaither is with us right now, and he is running for City Council in Palo Alto. And Chris, you've been there 25 years in Palo Alto. You must have made up some decisions about what you'd like to see changed or something new. Give us a little background on that.
Yes. When I first came to Palo Alto, I came to Palo Alto as a student in Stanford, and I was first of all wowed by the Stanford campus, and then from there, as I ventured out to Palo Alto, University Avenue, California Avenue areas, I fell in love with the city. And I've tried to move away a few times to San Francisco for about 3 years, Sacramento, the equal amount of time, and something always pulled me back. It's a wonderful city, walkable, friendly, very community-oriented, and I feel like it's my time to step up to the plate and help the city with some of its challenges. I feel like I have a lot of skills and knowledge and abilities and experience to help the city, and I feel everyone should do that.
Okay, fair enough. And in Palo Alto now, when you look at it, you were at Stanford, you said?
Yes.
Okay, and what was your background there at Stanford?
At Stanford, I studied biology and political science. Nothing close to what I'm doing today. But I've spent the last, depends on how you count it, 18 years pretty much working in affordable housing at a apartment complex for senior citizens and disabled folks. And that has given me the impetus to have the interest in affordable housing and other issues related to real estate and land use and so forth, and community service.
This seems to me you're touching on one of the areas that is a problem in Palo Alto, as well as other communities. Housing for seniors, as well as housing for families, sort of a balance between the two.
Right.
Is this one of your main issues then, one of the things you're the most concerned about?
It's not a main issue. It is an issue that I'm concerned about, mostly in terms of, shall we say, overall land use and getting into smart planning of how we develop. Palo Alto has done pretty well with affordable housing, and some people will say, well, you can never have enough. But I would say if we're looking at affordable housing, we'd want to do more of senior affordable housing now. We're all, entering that period where we might need it ourselves. We are the baby boomers. We have done,
I don't have any gray hair, so I wouldn't notice.
We have done quite a bit with, I think, family housing. And I think we have to, as a city, and I think any city, you have to kind of connect the dots. The more family housing you build, you also have to be concerned about the impact on schools as well. So as you said, there has to be a balance. So if we're talking about affordable housing, I would like to see us have more, senior housing options, and again, try to find a way to balance it with, bringing in families and so forth.
One of the problems I've been hearing about is businesses leaving, okay? Especially in the downtown area of Palo Alto. Yeah. What is your thought about that?
Yeah, if you walk down the University Avenue area and the whole downtown, it's very noticeable. I think we've heard the statistics is about 10 to 15%, vacancy, and it kind of robs you of that feeling, like I said, that I once had when I first came to Palo Alto, bustling activity, and you just don't see that. If you look at our neighbor Mountain View, I was just there this morning, Castro Street, 8 a.m. in the morning. It was bustling already. And I was in Palo Alto University Avenue the other day, and not as much activity, in terms of when you look at the same time frames. It is very disheartening.
Yeah, and I guess you would need those to have a viable community, where you do have a mix of what you talked about, which is housing, and also the businesses have to stay there at the same time. And with this economy, I guess that gets to be more difficult, at this point, as the months go by. Chris, nice to have you here. And Chris, Gaither is running for City Council in Palo Alto. Any final thoughts about what you would do if you were elected? We're just about out of time.
Yeah, well, my main agenda is I would like to help to build relations between the police and the community to help improve that.
All right, that's fair enough. Okay, Chris Gaither again is the candidate for City Council. Thanks very much for watching.
Thank you for having me.
You bet.